Hi, friends. It's Awkward Merc. I'm back. Just trying that on. Changed it up. Coming to you from the mobile studio, by the way. Some of you may know that's code for recording this on my iPhone in a car. And I wanted to talk to you guys about feeling old. Well, not old, but older than you should. And I've always kind of felt a little bit older, like an older soul, you know, more than most people, you know, more for most of my life, actually, now that I think about it. Not more than most people, because I don't know how most people feel. I mean, I can guess or, you know, try to figure out, you know, try to estimate it, or to a certain extent how other people feel. I could try to, like, you know, gain some kind of abstract knowledge of how some other person actually feels. And so, but, you know, let's just say I felt like an older soul for most of my life. Now, I think this kind of started because my mom always kind of taught me self-reliance, I guess is a word I could use. It was self-reliance. I was basically left to my own devices a lot of the time, and not a lot of help was given a lot of my life. My mom was very young, and I mean, I don't blame her, because she was probably still a little bit selfish. Who blames her? I can only imagine. I never want kids because I know I'm pretty selfish, and I'm used to being alone. I don't want that constant, like, oh, this person has to constantly be around me for 14 years of their life until they hate me when they're a teenager and then have to leave. And I don't like spending my money on other people who are shitty towards me, I guess. That's the reason I don't want kids. I don't want, like, a bad attitude and then be like, oh, yeah, also, Dad, can I get $20? $20? You know, I gotta buy weed. It's like, I don't want to give you money for being shitty to me. Oh, yeah, hey, it's your birthday. I give you $20. No, fuck you. I didn't get that. I got money from my grandma, and that's about it for my birthday. And maybe an aunt. And that's just to, like, buy my love and affection. Which it kind of worked for, you know, a few months. But, I hope they don't listen to this. I'm fucking screwed if they do. Love you, Grandma. Love you, Aunt Jill. I'm fucked. I'm done. That's it. They're all like, fuck you. So anyways, feeling old. Let's get back to what I was, the little main topic here. So I went out drinking last weekend with some friends. I haven't been out in a while. We went out to a bar, and it was a karaoke bar, and I got to see heavy-set girls, let's put this nicely, sing a bad version of I'm a Survivor by Destiny's Child to other heavy-set girls, and all of a sudden that fucking karaoke bar turned into the bachelor party that everybody was supposed to participate in, and everybody was supposed to dance. So for some reason, all the girls started doing the whoop whoop, like they had, I mean, screaming. They all had to start dancing because they're survivors. I mean, call Jeff Probst and let them know they're survivors also. But they're going on, and before we went out to the bar, let me preface this. So before we went to the bar, I stopped at my friend's house, and they each have a kid from separate people, and they're dating, and they're my friends. But they were talking about just their kids and what they're into. Like, they're talking about going to a hockey tournament, and like the kid, you know, he's like, oh, I'm going to a hockey tournament, and he's like, and you know, the dad was talking about, yeah, I'm so proud of him. He's like, just thank my 11, 12-year-old son already in hockey are going to, you know, gonna win a state championship. And I realized I was 11 when that kid, you know, was born, and how much I had, like, when I was 11, around his age, I mean 11, 12, 13, I was playing Pee Wee football, and I had to beg I had to catch rides. I had to beg my parents to drive me to football, like Pee Wee football games, which they did. So they did most of the time. But most of the time, to the weekends, they didn't want to do shit because my stepdad worked really hard, and my mom worked hard. So they didn't want. I don't blame them. They're fucking tired, but I had to catch rides with other fucking people, and I mean, these kids, they have to fly to the city their tournaments are in. I mean, this dad's paying for the plane ticket to fly his son and himself with a bunch of hockey equipment to a city to play a game, a hockey game for Pee Wee. I mean, that's fucking insane. There's no prize money. I mean, it's not like, I mean, unless there's a bunch of parents betting underground. Like, there's a bunch of parents, like, there's sneaking beer and, like, liquor and, like, brown bagging it. And also they have, like, a little betting pool, like, under, it's just, like, one bookie where he's got the weird derby hat on with the one ticket sticking out from under it, and he's flicking a nickel and chewing on a toothpick. That guy's taking bets on all the kids. Like, do you have a kid here? No, you're fucking fine. Don't worry about it. Just bet. Don't fucking worry about it. Just bet. Who you got? Oh, Simmons, round 2. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. He's looking up. And then he pays, like, another kid to fucking take Simmons out, like, to step on him with a skate, snap his fucking ankle, cut his Achilles tendon. All right, anyways, I got on a tangent right there. Sorry. Okay, so they're telling me about this, and the kid going out, and his dad flying him out, and all this stuff. And then later on in the night before we left out to the bar, I was sitting there with the two kids, and the other kid and the one who's flying out. And I was just talking to him. I was like, hey, what's going on? How's school? Just basic. I realized I turned into a fucking adult. Like, I was like, how's school? Yeah, remember when people used to ask you, how's school? I felt fucking old immediately. Also, you're old when you walk into a Home Depot and you realize that something, that would be really nice. Those lighting fixtures would be really nice. That's a weird moment in your life when you're like, oh fuck, I'm old all of a sudden. That's it. My childhood is dead. But I'm talking to the kids. But I'm talking to the kids, and one's playing Far Cry 3, and the other one is on YouTube, and he's watching PewDiePie, I think is the guy's name. And I'm not saying this. I'm not trying. Okay, he's not gonna watch this video. But anyways, that's not being derogatory towards him or anybody who does any of the walkthroughs or anything, like with their face cam or whatever and play. I personally don't think he's funny. I don't think he's funny at all. I think he got on the train early, like a lot of people. I mean, who am I playing? I put out premium content. I put out random fucking YouTube like gameplay videos of Black Ops 2, Battlefield 3, Borderlands. Now, if you guys haven't seen Tillerlands, check those out. There's be links for them and everything, and for Malicious channel. But I mean, who am I to complain? They obviously are doing something right. They put time and effort in their videos, and obviously it shows, and they have the views. And some of it's the fact that they got in early. Anyways, I'm not trying to take. Sounds like I'm taking away from being like, being shitty about it or having like a bad attitude and being like, oh, this fucking people, man, they're bad attitude. No, I don't. I'm trying to be like that. I'm just trying to explain to myself, and I'm digging myself a deeper hole. Anyways, let's get on with this fucking commentary. Wrap it up pretty soon. One kid's watching the PewDiePie videos. The other one is playing Far Cry 3. And, like, the kid, he's like, oh, watch this video. This guy, he plays Slender, and he talks about stuff, and he's not from the U.S. He's got, like, a weird voice. And he plays Slender, and he screams, and he says funny stuff. And I'm watching this video, and it's like a 15-minute video, and he's like, hey, guys, welcome to Slender, and so I'm going to fight Slendy, and all this stuff. And he's doing his... I don't know. That's obviously a character he's playing. That's fucking fine. Because if he's like that in real life, this guy is the worst dude ever. I mean, obviously, I think he's playing a character, and I understand that. That's perfectly fucking fine with me. But he's cashing in on these kids. I mean, his target audience is these 11, 12, and 13-year-olds who laugh at the dumbest fucking jokes and him randomly screaming and yell. I mean, that's what it is. And there's no, like, I'm not saying I'm a comedy genius by any stretch of the imagination, but come on! Get on fucking point here, kids. I mean, I was into Pokemon when I was a kid, but I wasn't into... Okay, I realize I'm gonna get worked up. I realize access to technology and everything's a lot different, and they can connect with a lot more people, and there's a lot more stuff that's out there, and they can find more niche content. But seriously, random screams in a stupid fucking voice, and okay. I realize who I'm trying to reach on the YouTube community, and it's fucking heartbreaking to a certain point. And at another point, it's like the people who do like videos, they obviously share the same sense of humor with you, and that's the great part of YouTube. It's like, oh, these other people, you know, understand what I'm trying to say. I'm being stupid for the sake of being stupid, and yeah, I'm not the smartest fucking dude ever or anything like that, but I'm somewhat intelligent, even though I say the F word a lot. I mean, a lot. I'm somewhat intelligent, and I'm bringing up these subjects that people can relate to, who other people in my age range, 18 to 30 I kind of relate to that, And a lot of it's, we're all single white males with, just somewhat chubby and fucking, well, a lot of you guys now, I lost weight, so fuck you. I'm out of that league. I like how I just automatically partition myself and put myself on a pedestal like above you. Like I'm any better. Fuck. Anyways, I'm watching this and I'm feeling old because I don't remember ever liking shit like that as a kid. Maybe I liked stupid jokes like blowjob jokes and fart jokes when I was a kid, but not stuff that's so just as much as it's like, okay. It's like an adult shaking keys in front of a baby and them laughing their ass off. That's what I felt like when I was watching those videos. Like I felt like that kid, he was like an adult shaking keys, and the fucking kid was loving it, and he's not doing anything. There's no effort. I didn't think any of that shit was funny when I was a kid. Oh, he's got a weird voice and he randomly screams. That's fucking hilarious to me. And some of you are saying, oh, the kid has a different sense of humor than you and all this other stuff. I can make these kids laugh their ass off all the time when I'm hanging out with them. Same with their parents. It's not that fucking hard. But I felt old. I don't remember liking any of that shit like that. And I'm like, oh, it's obviously the generation, and there's such a gap between, like I said, the technology and what they have. Their fucking iPhones in their hands. That's what we're watching this YouTube video on. And I sit there and watch like 2 or 3 of them. Anyways, I got that off my chest. I felt old recently. Older than I should. I have no right to say I felt old. Well, I have a right to say it, but I really don't know what old feels like, But I felt older than I should. I felt like an adult, like a serious adult. And it's not so much a bad thing. I embrace the fact that I'm an adult. But some people look at that as like, oh, you're an old man, you're an adult. And it's like, okay, but old man and adult's different. Like being an adult's a lot different. Like you turn 18 in the state and the nation, the government says, oh, you're an adult now. You're legally responsible for yourself. But you're not. I mean, you're not like emotionally ready to. A lot of people aren't. I mean, it depends on how you were raised. If you were raised a little bit like I was, and maybe if you were, from maybe somewhat of a broken home or something like that, or you were even just you're a kid, but your parents expected more of you and held you to a higher standard. You had a perfectly normal family. Those people are actually ready for adulthood. And I had one of those moments that, like, another nail in the coffin of like, oh, you're an adult now. You don't laugh at stupid shit on YouTube anymore, or voices. You're not a baby with keys being shaken at it. Anyways, you guys can check out Mutagamers Podcast. You guys can check out Tilderlands, probably episode 4. No, episode 3 should be up. 4 is probably in the works. But make sure to check those out. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate it. You can leave a comment if you want. I'm pulling into the house now, so I have to get off my phone. Leave a comment. You can like if you want. If you liked it, like I said. Subscribe would even be better. I would be forever grateful. But thank you very much. And have a wonderful day. Or night. Your choice.